Hey everyone, it's Nick from Nick's Crossing. Welcome to the train room for my York 2021 Fall TCA Meet show. It's actually my first TCA show of all time. I've been in this hobby for about 20 years now. I've never been to a York show ever, and I'm so glad I did because it was the best show I've ever been to. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, it wasn't because of the products that I saw, because of the trains, the layouts, any of that stuff. Honestly, it was the best show ever because of the people I met and connected with at the show. It was amazing. Honestly, just talking to guys that I've seen on YouTube and commenting on their stuff and finally seeing them in person, connecting with them, hanging out with them, hung out with a group of people the entire time of the show. And it was just an amazing experience, like the best show. Met so many new friends, so many new faces, and it was just really the experience of a lifetime, honestly. And just meeting people and hanging out with them meant more to me than looking at expensive trains or cheap trains or any trains at all. So I just wanted you guys to know that. It was just an amazing experience. So we're going to get into some of the products I bought. And not everything is flashy and new. I bought a lot of used stuff. And then one of the items I got is new, but it's a new old stock. So let's get into this. So first, got bottles of JT's Mega Steam. JT's was there. Their products are amazing. I wish I could get sponsored by them one day because all I use is JT's Mega Steam. And this is the Big Boy Premium. If you guys have ever driven by like a Burger King or a pit beef place, you smell that nice bacon, that greasy smell, that's this right here. It's like bacon on a coal fire next to a Burger King on like a Friday afternoon after work. It's the best. For if you want that like smoking smell up here, you're gonna use the JT's Mega Steam Big Boy Premium Smoke. So next one is Pina Colada. There it is. And this stuff smells great. I tried it in one of my smoking cabis. It smelled like a tropical paradise up here. The last one I got, because it was actually 3 for $20, was Cranberry Wood or Cranberry Woods. And this stuff reminds me of like a Yankee Candle. When you walk in that, you get that earthy smell, like cherry, wood smell. This is the stuff right there. I'm going to use that downstairs during Christmas time because I think it will give a nice holiday aroma. So yeah, 3 for $20. Got all three of those, and I was very happy. I actually joked with JT's team, and I said, so you guys are like the vape shop of the TCA show. They kind of laughed at me, and they're like, yeah. So a bunch of great people there. They helped me pick out some of these flavors, especially the ones for Nikki. So thank you guys so much. So next, we're going to get into one of the craziest deals ever. That is actually this beacon right here. It's a $4.94 post-sport beacon with the white lens. It's not like the dual lens with like red and green. This was $5. Yes, $5, and it works perfectly fine. It was on a it was like a train junkyard. I loved it. I mean, there's just trains everywhere, new and old. And you would ask him for the price, and he'd just kind of walk around the perimeter. And I was like, hey man, how much for this? He's like, $5, take it. And I was like, what? What? For this? And with the box? I have the box. It's right here. Look at this. The OG box. Look at that. So $5. This is the rotary one, so it doesn't use the heat to spin the lens. It's got the little electromagnet. Needs some cleaning up, but honestly, it's going to be so far back in the layout, I might just leave it as is and let her do her thing at 14 volts AC. So, yep, that's going to be an awesome piece. Next is kind of a fantasy item I purchased because I don't have any of these cars. And when I was a youngster growing up, this movie came out. You guys are probably getting some hints here. And I never bought the set. I saw it all over Strasburg and, Klein's Train Shop down in Baltimore when I was a kid. But that is related to the cars I bought here. Check these out. Polar Express. These are 027 cars. But these are perfect for under the Christmas tree. They give you that nice Christmassy feel. They're all lighted cars. This one is the marionette car. You can see the designs there. Lots of marionettes. People and animals. This looks like a camel in one of these pictures on my side. Where is it? Oh, you guys have him like right here. It's like a camel. It's kind of goofy. I love it. I actually got 4 of these cars, and I'll show you guys the other 2, because I have a duplicate of the coach, the standard coach. Here's one with, I guess these are the kids in there. Standard coach, and there is like some type of 10-year plate on there, so if I can see it on camera. Yeah, I think it's the 10-year anniversary. It's got the little plate on there. It's really cool. I actually got 2 of these coaches to make a 4-car set. And the last car, they had the end cap car without the veranda that goes around the fencing or the gate that goes around the back. But this is a great car. And on this side, there is the boy right there. Yeah, he's all by himself. And these are great. These are great little cars. They roll very nicely. All of them are lighted. And the crazy thing is I picked up that these are actually the same molds that they used for the MPC era stuff, like the Milwaukee Road coaches, because it has this dimple back there, and that would have been for your molded coupler, and it would be held on by like a little screw that can pivot back and forth. So I thought that was kind of goofy, but these cars were $15 a piece. So $60, I got a full set of Polar Express 027 cars, and I bought these for Nikki because she loves Polar Express. I mean, I do too, but honestly, I used to run a pre-war set under the tree that looked very similar to when the movie's ending and they show that train under the tree. It's total Lionel pre-war. I have that same exact set of cars I'd run under the tree. But now, this year, we're running the Polar Express, and because I don't have the Polar Express engine, I'm probably going to run my 736 hooked up to a whistling tender to give that vintage vibe. I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun. So guys, the final item of the TCA show, this is my big purchase item. Hint, hint, it's kind of the same color as my lighting back there. And you guys have seen me wear this color shirt before for this railroad. Let me go grab this engine. It's right in front of me. It is a heavy girl. All right, guys. Oh, gave you a hint there. And there she is. Yeah. 4604 Conrail E33 rectifier. Now this thing is a beaut, and you guys are going to see this run in just a few minutes. It's a Proto Sound 1, I believe from 98 or 99. It's new old stock, so literally brand new out of the box. Someone put a BCR, which is this right here, little BCR capacitor, instead of putting in a battery like this right here. It didn't work when I bought it. It honestly had a lot of issues. I put on the track. The BCR would not charge up. I talked to one of my buddies down the street that owns a hobby store. He said that the BCRs take a while to charge if they haven't been used in a while. And I tore this BCR out, and I was just like, well, you know, it might be kind of old. So he said, well, try to get a new BCR. But honestly, I'd rather just throw a battery in these than the BCR. I understand why you put BCRs, the capacitors in them, so the battery can't give you issues. But if it's a new battery, shouldn't be any issues. I've got 4 Proto Sound 1 engines with batteries. I've had 0 issues. All of them are pre-owned locomotives. They run perfectly fine. So this engine has one of these Nuon batteries that I got from the bulbs and battery store for like $14 a piece. They're brand new, fully charged. The milliamp hours are a little bit higher, but I'm not too worried about that. So yeah, this thing is a beaut. You can actually see the vents go all the way through to the other side. Of course these come up. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? And it sticks down. There's like a little post that holds it. We have a crew figurine on each side. We have a horn with this. Well, at Proto Sound 1, you get that beautiful horn, that clingy bell, and also crew sounds at wherever this thing feels like it. It just talks. It's just like, I'm stopped here for like 10 seconds. I'm going to start chattering. And that's very different from my Jeep 9 that's up there. I'm actually looking at the screen. Yeah, she's right there. The Jeep 9, you have to wait a little bit. It does the freight yard sounds. My 1361 K4 does the Broadway Limited soundtrack. on there, a sound program after you let it sit and let it smoke out the whole room. Then it does like the all aboard and it takes off on its own. I believe those two are Rail King. The Baldwin is a Premier, and that does crew talk all the time as well. This is a Premier as well. Came in that beautiful purple box, and this is honestly my first Conrail locomotive. It's not a diesel, it's electric powered, but honestly my first Conrail and probably my favorite MTH item thus far. And I like all MTH. I just don't own anything above PS1 quite yet. This thing, I got it for 180 bucks. I talked the gentleman down $20. He gave me a little bit of a spiel, but we made up. It was cool. He's like, yeah, 180 bucks. It listed for 200. I was like, 180. Can you do that? He's like, yeah, you do that. You box it up yourself. And I was like, you got it. And I actually got some of my friends to help me. Dave from DA Griffin Hobby helped box it up for me. But yeah, I got this for 180 bucks. I'm extremely happy, and I put $14 into it, so whatever. All aboard, hold on to a ride behind a freight engine, pulling passengers. So here we go. All right, everyone, that's going to conclude this York Show haul. I want to thank all my friends and YouTube family for, hanging out with me at the York Show. It was such a great time. Like I said, you guys made this show the best show I've ever been to in my 20 years in the hobby. Thank you guys so much. Met so many great people, and I hope to catch other shows with you guys, possibly run trains, wherever in the future. And hopefully you guys also had a great time riding behind the brand new Conrail E33 I picked up from the show. She's a big girl. It's a scale piece, and she looks great going around these turns, as you guys saw in the layout. So, yeah. But anyways, if you guys are new to the channel, always consider subscribing. Make sure to hit that bell for all so you don't miss content just like this. Also, Railfan videos, layout updates, and much more. Until next time, everyone, happy railroading. I'll see you next time.